What's up, Leaf fans? Welcome back to another episode of Go Leafs Go. Game number 4 out of 82. Leafs lose 4-2 against Arizona Coyotes in a game where I personally thought they played well in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the first period and then kind of just fell asleep at the rest of the game. They had a lot of puck possession and they did nothing with it. All their shots were basically forced to the outside when they even took shots, and 9 times out of 10 they didn't even take the shots when they had the chance. And there's also a pretty big controversy at the third period, which we'll get to. But right now, let's go goal by goal to see how the game played out. So in the first period, the Leafs are doing pretty well. They have the puck for most of the first period, probably for the first 10 minutes, basically. I don't think Arizona even had a shot for till like 7 minutes in. So the Leafs are playing around with the puck. They're not really shooting, which is a problem because this goalie doesn't really do well facing a lot of shots. He's the same goalie that beat the Leafs 2-1 and had a 45 save game. I feel like if the Leafs would have peppered him in shots as they did in the third period, the Leafs would have probably won this game pretty easily if they would have peppered him with shots. But I believe that they only had like 6 or 7 shots after the first period, after having the puck for probably about like almost 15 minutes of that period, it felt like. So closer to the end of the period, so Arizona gets a power play and they're doing well. Power play is going well. At least cleared a few times, and they enter the zone, and it was kind of just like a nothing play, and it would pass straight into the front. And personally, I don't know what Eric Shelgren was doing there. I know you can't blame him on this game, but I personally blame him on this goal. He left the net wide open, and it wasn't even a hard shot that Nick Ritchie shot, and it's a 1-0 game. Personally, I thought Eric Shelgren should have had that one because I mean, like, it was basically a nothing shot, and he was way out of position. But it happens. Like I said, he's basically like a rookie goalie at this point. He's played like maybe like 10, 15 games in the NHL. It's gonna happen. He's the one that basically kept us in the game, so you can't really crap on him too much. But personally, I thought this was one he could have had. And that's pretty much how the period ends, at a 1-0 Arizona lead. The second period ain't much better for the Leafs as they get a few good chances, and Vejmelka standing tall. Honestly, like, I personally didn't even think that the Leafs really got that many chances in the whole game as a whole. But I guess their second period was kind of like where they got their most high risk chances, I guess, like high scoring chances. But near the middle of the period, there was a pass from the back of the net, and Eric Shalgren couldn't make the save. And Christian Fischer pots it. Beautiful goal. I'm not gonna lie. Eric Shalgren had no chance on that one. It was like straight up from behind the net into the front of the net, and Eric Shalgren was basically caught looking the other way. It happens to a goalie. The puck looked like it was going out the other side, but then it went into the front of the net, and he gets scored on. It's a 2-0 lead for Arizona, and that's how he went to the second intermission. And then in the third period, the Leafs finally wake up and start playing hockey again. And on a power play, there's a shot from the point. It hits an Arizona player, bounces off of his leg. Vejmelka has no idea where it is. William Nylander grabs the puck, snipes it over top of Vejmelka. 2-1 game, Leafs go on the power play. There's some type of hope. Nobody's thinking there's hope after the whole game that they played, but there's hope. And then, basically less than a minute later, on a bad giveaway by the Arizona player, Mitch Marner with a backhander beats Vejmelka, 2-2 tie, and the Leafs basically have life at this point. And they're, like I said, there's still hope. Then Yarncrook takes a penalty, and it's a penalty. Like, you can't be doing that, especially when your team just tied the game. You can't be hitting someone's stick like that. I know, like, the guy just dropped the stick right away, but you can't do that. Honestly, it's like that just kind of ruined all the momentum that they had. Because after that Mitch Marner goal, the Leafs were buzzing. They were around everywhere, shooting the puck, passing amazingly. Like, it was like, I think, like a good 3-4 minutes of shifts where it's like the Leafs were just dominating. Then that penalty happens, and then on the assuming power play, there is a pass, and Gostisbehere one-times it home on Shalgren, and it's a 3-2 lead for the Arizona Coyotes with about a minute and a half left. And in my mind, at that point in time, it was basically a game for the Leafs, and that was it. The Leafs were done until they scored with 34 seconds left, and here's the controversy. So it was a goal that was disallowed after. So I'm going to tell you guys the goal that happened for the goal. It wasn't really ended up being a goal. But William Nylander shoots the puck on net. It goes to Alexander Kerfoot, who pots the rebound, making it a 3-3 tie with about 34 seconds left. But there was a problem back in the play as Morgan Riley hit the puck with his hand and it fell and it was just going around. I think it touched Keller's skate, but they deemed it, they deemed it a good goal on the ice, so everyone thought it was okay. But then they went to the situation room and they deemed it was a hand pass because Mitch Marner was the first one to get possession. Honestly, I don't know if it's really a hand pass. Like, I can see what they're saying, but it was kind of a dumb rule if you really think about it, because I can understand if like he like hit the puck with his hand like this, and then the guy got possession right away. But the puck fell, it hit someone else's skate, hit someone else's stick, and then Mitch Marner got it. Like, I don't really see that as a hand pass because the hand pass didn't give us the advantage. What do you really want Morgan Riley to do? The puck's over his head. He can't high stick it, or is a high sticking call, and then the play ends. He can't headbutt it because I don't even think that's allowed in the NHL. Like, what do you really want him to do? He has to grab the puck. I feel like maybe if he would have like put his hand on the puck and like tossed it down to himself, but then he was pinned to the boards. I don't know what you really want him to do there. Like I said, it hit Keller's skate, so I don't really think that it should have been a hand pass. But you can't lie with the refs. People say that the Leafs were screwed in this game. Honestly, they didn't deserve to be in this game. So I'm kind of happy that they didn't tie it and then win the game because they didn't deserve it. The game that the Leafs played was absolutely terrible. They didn't show up until basically the third period, which is not acceptable for a team that's supposed to have Stanley Cup aspirations, a team that wants to make it out of the first round. If they keep playing like this, honestly, they might not even make the playoffs. And I know it's game 4. I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're a Leaf fan. You're making everything so big. It's not a big deal." A team can't lose to a team like this. We're gonna play Thursday against the Stars and probably have an amazing effort. Probably beat them like 5-1 or something like that. We need to beat the low teams that are way below us. We cannot play to our opponents. We need to play above our opponents. If they're the worst team in the league, beat them 7-0. Beat them 6-0. You cannot be beating them or only coming in the third period, and you can't show up in the third period and expect to win the game, because that blown call did not cost the Leafs the game. The Leafs cost the Leafs. That's all I'm gonna say. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please smash the like button. Also, hope you guys like the series that I'm doing. This is game 4 out of 82, and I'm going to be doing this for the rest of the season. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like we always say on this channel, go Leafs, go!